Hello and welcome back everybody to F123 My Team Career Mode. This is the final episode of Season 2 and this F123 series as we are going to be heading straight to F124 after this video. Now, a few things before we get going. Now, I believe I said this in a previous video, not the one before this, but like a while ago, that the position we finish in this season will determine how we start our F124 My Team Career Mode. So it's definitely critical that we finish in the top 4, so we have the best jump start or head start on the career mode save, so we can get closer to possibly winning a championship in the next few seasons of F124, and hopefully this is the race to do it in, as we are gonna try to aim for 4th position. It's definitely still a reachable target in the Constructors' Championship, as we're not that far off. We're only 10 points behind the Red Bulls, who haven't been performing very well in the last few videos, and the team ahead of Red Bull, which I have forgotten who that was. I believe it was either the McLarens or the Aston Martins. I'm not sure. Well, it's most likely the Aston Martin, as the McLarens were very consistent over the last few races, or at least Lando was very consistent over the last few races. I haven't really noticed Piastri that much, but he has been performing as well. As right now in Q2, we have begun our lap. We were only 5 milliseconds, I forgot to mention that, 5 milliseconds slower than George Russell in the Mercedes in Q1, and that was our only run in that qualifying session. Now, I'd like to state that this is kind of my home race. I do live here in the UAE, here as in you know where here is, but like I do live in the UAE, and this is definitely my the closest racetrack other than the Dubai Autodrome to where I live. I almost doxed myself there. I have a habit of doing that as well, and yeah, so I believe I can say that I have a bit of mastery on this track. I have raced a lot on this in different simulator games which had this track available. So yeah, I have my fair share of racing on the Yas Marina circuit, and yeah, it's definitely gonna show, hopefully, as we're gonna now round the final corner to cross the line, and we have a 1 minute 22.9, so that's definitely a very fast time, as we are now in the 122s. We are 3/10 faster than George Russell, who is in 2nd place, and our teammate Yuki Tsunoda once again makes it into Q3. He has finished 8th in Q2, and we're gonna go on a used tire run to set a banker lap for our final run in Q3, as we're gonna have like a measurement, something to measure against for our lap in Q3. So this is not really, it is an important lap, as we need to measure it ourselves. Obviously we're measuring the time anyway, and the nature of this track has definitely changed over when was it that they changed it? 2021. They changed the profile of this track in 2021, from having these annoying stop-go chicanes, as we definitely did go off the track over there. We were beyond the white lines, but it's all good. As I was saying, the stop-go chicanes round where turn 5 and turn 9 were definitely ruined the how nice the track was, like the atmosphere around it. There's not many elevation changes here, as this is a just a flat part round the marina in Yas on Yas Island. But yeah, that definitely like disrupted Alonso's chances of winning the 2010 World Championship where he couldn't overtake Vitaly Petrov in the Renault, and you know how that went. Vettel ended up winning the World Championship that year, and the year after, and the year after that, and the year after that. Yeah, 2013. Yes, I almost doubted myself there. But yeah, back to our scenario over here. We are currently in 5th place with the purple middle sector. We were 420, so 4 tenths quicker than Alonso by the end of the middle sector, and we are now gonna go round the final corner. Can we take our 3rd pole position in a row?
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top 3. The owner driver, Norris, and George Russell. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. It's time then for one final race in this year's Formula One World Championship. 2010 saw 4 drivers in contention for the title coming into this race, with Sebastian Vettel prevailing to become the youngest world champion to date. Is there one last sting in the tail awaiting us today? Well, it's time to find out here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Marina circuit through 16 corners and a lap distance of around 3.28 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, so plenty of close racing, then plenty of speed and plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. It's the owner driver then in pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Hamilton, Perez, Stroll, Gasly, Sainz, Bottas, Magnussen, Albon, Ocon, Joe, Théo Pourchaire, De Vries, Hauger, and Logan Sargent. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. It's just about time to go down to the track for the beginning of the race, but before we do, Anthony Davidson, what types of strategy do you think we can expect for today's event?
Well, there's a lot that both the driver and the team have to keep in mind when going into a race. The tyres, fuel, energy recovery systems, the list goes on and on. But I think the key to today's victory will come down to the pit stop strategy. Come in too soon and you might find yourself needing more than one stop. Too late and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by spending longer on worn tyres.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
Alright, so that grid lineup definitely answers your question that we have now our 3rd pole position in a row this season, and our 3rd pole this season full stop. So our last 3 races were definitely are definitely going to be the highlight of our season. Now I think I need to mention, and I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video, I messed up recording this episode, so we won't have any replay angles of anything or any overtakes or any of that. Unfortunately, I messed up. How do you mess up the finale of a season like that? I'm very annoyed at myself, but at this point it's just let's just get on with it, finish the final race of this season on a high, as we're gonna have 5 red lights for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Lando Norris alongside us. It's lights out and away we go. Lando Norris gets a very decent start, as you can see from that marker on our left, as he is already alongside us going into turn 1, and he makes the overtake going into turn 1, and now he is ahead of us leading this race. George Russell on our tail in 3rd place, Alonso in 4th, and Piastri is the man in fifth, as we're gonna try to make an early overtake here and reclaim our position in first, as we're gonna now try to make a move into turn 6. Now, can we make it into turn 6? We're gonna brake late and send it round the outside, but is it gonna be possible? Yes, we have made the move into turn 6-7 chicane, and we are back in the lead of this race. But Lando Norris can come back at us on the second straight, as he does right now, going down the inside of the banked turn 9 and takes the lead of the race once again. Now George Russell is alongside us, as you can see over there, but we are gonna fight him all the way into the hotel section and maintain our position in second place. We mess up a little bit over there on the exit, as we have to slow down a little bit because we got some understeer. Now that what's it called? That set of corners over there under the hotel bridge, it's a bit awkward because it's a bit off camber, so it can throw you off, give you a bit of understeer, and yeah, it messed up our following. We couldn't manage to follow Lando Norris, but most of that is because of him running the medium tires compared to the rest of us who are on the hards. The rest of the top 5 are on the hard tire, so that definitely is a factor in the equation of why we are not able to hang onto the back of the man, I'm messing up my words. I'm literally trampling myself. We weren't able to hang on to the back of that McLaren, as George Russell with DRS is making an overtake on us, but we make that move going into turn 6, a late break move. Even though Russell had the DRS, we managed to reclaim second place. Alonso also squeezes his way into third place, ahead of George Russell, who dropped down to fourth after that sequence of events. That was the word I was looking for, sequence, not set of corners, sequence of corners. Anyway, lap 8, lap 9 now. I think this is going to be our pit window. Yes, it is, as we are gonna be boxing for the medium compound of tires. Now, again, this is a very similar strategy to what we had in the previous race at Las Vegas, where we were starting on the hard compound tires and ending it on the softer, more how should I say this, racier a compound in the medium tire, as Verstappen is actually on a charge. As you can see, he is now up into 5th place, considering where he started from, as George Russell once again makes an overtake down into turn 6, and he keeps his position, as we didn't think to make another one of those retake moves once again, as I just lost frames there. We are going to try once again to retake that position, maybe going around the outside of turn 9, but he holds on to that position very well. We get a good drive off the exit over there, but it wasn't enough to make an overtake. But we're going to try to make a move down the inside. We bang wheels and force Russell off, as Alonso now makes his way, fighting his way into third place, as he kind of traded positions there with George Russell, as Russell is now back into third place. Alonso is in the pits with us, as our aim is to get a very good pit stop once again. Obviously, that's what you hope from a pit stop, as we're trying to overtake or maintain position. But definitely a good strategy is to undercut Lando Norris, who is expected to go long on those medium tires, so he's definitely going to lose some time on the in the latter stages of his stint, as we exit the pits in 8th place, right behind Alonso, who did us in the the pit stops, and we have Sainz close behind, but it doesn't seem he didn't pit, so he's going to be on the older medium tires. We have the newer tires, and with DRS we're going to be able to create a gap between us and Carlos Sainz, and at the same time make an overtake onto Alonso, as we brake very late over there, almost going wide into turn 6, but we make the move stick as Alonso can get his revenge, you can say, on us going into turn 9, but he was too far back as he almost made it. He was a 10th behind, and by lap 12 we have set the fastest lap of this race. And as you can see, Lando Norris is exiting the pits, and he is way closer to us than he was before we pitted. So he was like around 3 seconds or more ahead of us when we were entering the pits. But now, as you can see, going long on those mediums did damage his or hurt his race, as we make a move down the inside of turn 6, and we are now in the lead of this race once again. So we haven't managed to take the lead back until lap 12 from the start of this race. We are low on our battery, and that could definitely hurt us, as we need to recharge our battery down this straight. We're going to use some of it to try and defend Alonso, who has the DRS behind us, going down the inside, an attempt of an overtake. He is still there. We can see him on the marker. That red marker indicates where he is. And now lap 18, we transition smoothly to Alonso being ahead of us after he made an overtake into turn 6, and we retake that position off of him and maintain, well, not really maintain, he took the position, we retook it back. We are in the lead of this race once again, and this has been a very intense battle for the race win between ourselves. Alonso and Lando Norris as well was in there, as he is very close. He is in second place. He has managed to get back into second place between the time of lap 18 and the current lap, which is the final lap of this series. The season finale is once again between me and Lando Norris. If you remember from the previous season, our final lap, we were fighting for 4th position with Lando Norris, who managed to overtake us down the inside of the final corner after a mistake we did exiting the hotel section. And we are now gonna fight back with him going around the outside after braking late, and we are gonna hope to be able to defend this position right here, as he is very close to us with DRS. As he goes down the inside, we're gonna hang around the outside. Can we hold our position in first place, as he is still alongside us? We get a good drive. He also gets a good drive out the corner of turn 9, and we give him a little squeeze as we take the inside line approaching the hotel section. This was a very nice, intense, very friendly battle as well, but we are gonna come out on top to take the checkered flag and win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, as Lando Norris comes home to take second place.
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
And with that, another year of Formula One draws to a close, and a new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible drivers. Victory today then, but bittersweet emotions, I'm sure, as the championship slips through their fingers. Even so, what a fantastic final race of the season this was. Tell me, Ant, how do they manage to achieve this win?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
The faces on our top 3 look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. Let's see how the drivers' standings have changed. And this also means there's no catching our leader anymore, and we crown a new World Drivers' Champion. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day? It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Meanwhile, good work from the owner-drivers team this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Thank you guys so much for watching this season finale. Now this means that George Russell is the world drivers champion of F1, and Mercedes are once again the winners of the F1 World Championship. So 9 times in 12 years, I believe, or 13 years, is a very impressive record. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode once again. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll be definitely updating you guys on F1 24, the calendar, and when the next video is coming out. It's definitely going to come out very soon, right after this one, most likely, as I've already edited the first 2 episodes. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and have a nice day.